We always knew that the time was near, and it appears that Z.Zadine Zidane is most definitely leaving Real Madrid at the end of the current campaign. There must be a lot of reasons why this is happening, but we've got a few theories of our own. Leicester City are a hard-working club, and as a neutral, you can't help but love what they've built. We're going to talk a little bit about how the Foxes won their first FA Cup title at the expense of Chelsea, and what the win means for Brendan Rodgers' club. Daniel Ek was eager to buy Arsenal, but the Spotify founder's request has been denied. Luis Suarez wants to play in the MLS, and it might happen quite soon. Real Madrid have named their price for Manchester United target Raphael Varane. We've got tons of news stories to talk about today, so why don't you sit tight, make sure to subscribe, and get your daily dose of all things football. Varane price revealed. Raphael Varane has apparently informed Real Madrid that he wants to leave the Santiago Bernabeu this summer in order to seek a fresh challenge. After winning multiple trophies for Los Blancos, the France international is entitled to feel that way. Moreover, Madrid are set for a period of transition, and Varane, understandably, doesn't want to be a part of it. He's 28 right now, and he's at the height of his powers. Manchester United have reportedly been eager to sign the World Cup winner, who might want to make a switch to the Premier League. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's need for a strong partner for Harry Maguire can't be understated. However, in order for the move to go through, the Red Devils will have to pay £60 million, which, in all honesty, is a little bit steep for a player who has just 1 year left on his current deal. The Red Devils are willing to part with £40 million, so you can expect Darren Fletcher and company to play hardball with the Spanish Giants. Lingard deal a difficult operation for the West Ham manager David Moyes is not entirely sure if the prospect of signing Jesse Lingard on a permanent basis is a realistic one. Manchester United are yet to make a definitive call on the player's future, while the Hammers are desperate to hold on to the player who's absolutely shone for the Londoners ever since he joined them on a 6-month loan deal in January. While Moyes is eager to see a deal get over the line, the Scot knows that he can't put a lot of hope into it. I'm not sure how realistic it is. I think Jesse has enjoyed himself, I hope he has, we've enjoyed having him. Manchester United, he's their player, so they can decide what to do with him. If they choose that they want to let him go, then I'd hope he'd consider us as one of his options. Even if a move to West Ham fails to materialise, Lingard will have a host of suitors lining up for his signature. Arsenal takeover talks fail. Spotify founder and CEO Daniel Ek has revealed that he made an offer to assume control of Arsenal, but his offer fell on deaf ears. Despite fierce opposition from the club's fans towards the Kroenke regime, the American owners have proven to be resolute in their mission to keep control of the club. And though pressure has mounted over them in the wake of the Super League debacle, the owners simply don't want to part with the club, which is generating them enough revenue. Via his Twitter handle, Ek revealed that he never made a bid for Arsenal and in fact approached Josh Kroenke, who said that the club didn't need any money. However, the Swedish businessman is refusing to give up and says that he's still interested and could jump at the opportunity if it arrives. This is definitely not the news Arsenal fans wanted to hear, given how much they've been asking for a change of hands. Well, don't lose hope. We're sure that your club will rise again. Suarez to MLS. While he's done really well since moving to Atletico Madrid last summer, Luis Suarez is already mulling over his next move. The 34-year-old striker believes that he can play on for the next few years while revealing his future plans. Luis Suarez has admitted that a spell in MLS appeals to him, as he looks to prolong a playing career that had been slowing down prior to linking up with Atletico in 2020. The Uruguayan was expecting to see out his playing days at Barcelona before a shock decision was taken to let him head through the exit door at Camp Nou. Right now, Suarez is happy at Atletico Madrid, who are on course to win a rare La Liga crown ahead of Barcelona and Real Madrid, but the player has said that he would like to experience football in the United States. The game in North America is definitely growing, and someone of Suarez's quality is going to give it a massive boost. But when is that move going to happen? What do you think? Sancho to United edges closer. According to Eurosport, Jadon Sancho's entourage is confident that their client will be moving to Manchester United in the summer after the move failed last summer. Borussia Dortmund have relaxed on their stance as well, so we will be keeping you informed about this as things progress. A cup for Leicester, a triumph for the underdogs. We've heard so many people argue that dreams rarely come true. Say that to a Leicester fan and they'll tell you how wrong you are. All it takes for a dream to come true is a majestic 25-yard strike from one of the most underrated midfielders in the Premier League. That's literally all it took for Youri Tielemans to hand Leicester City their first FA Cup title. The Foxes had played 4 of these finals in the last 100 years and never won. 5th time's the charm. Nobody ever said that. There was a banner bearing the image of the club's deceased owner, Waxay Srivadhanaprabha, who died in a tragic helicopter crash 20 months ago. While that kind of disaster can ruin lives, Mr. Srivadhanaprabha's son made sure that his father's demise strengthened the bond. Kun Topas Ayawat is known by the club's fans, has done an amazing job to maintain his father's legacy. And as he celebrated with his players following the final whistle, he pointed towards the sky while holding back tears. His team had just beaten Chelsea, a team that played a role in ruining all that's good about football. Unlike many of those clubs' absent owners, the family are engaged, present custodians who have fostered unity among all those connected to Leicester since buying the club in 2010. Kun Top, who had been unable to attend a game for more than a year due to the pandemic, arrived last week, and now this. While nothing can ever match the Premier League title triumph in 2016, Leicester's latest win shows the essence of football, something that was lost on the owners of those 6 Premier League clubs who thought that the principle of fair competition isn't important. Leicester City love writing fairy tales. This is a team of underdogs. It's a team that neutrals cannot hate. It's a team that loses its best players only to pluck a player or two out of obscurity and continue to defy odds. Preeminence is the result of performance, not a privilege. That's what Leicester have taught us. As manager Brendan Rodgers celebrated his first trophy since arriving in 2019, the owner was encouraged to celebrate with the players, handle the trophy and pose for selfies amid jubilant scenes. Leicester faced Chelsea again on Tuesday in what could turn out to be a Champions League qualification playoff, but that can wait. That's right, dreams do come true. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Au revoir, Zizou. Well, Real Madrid are set to end the current campaign without being able to defend their league crown. They had loads of chances to be on top this year. Atletico Madrid lost their way for more than a month, but both Madrid and their bitter rivals Barcelona failed to capitalise on these wobbles. In the background, something was brewing and only just started becoming common news. It was being reported that Z.Zadine Zidane didn't feel at ease as the club's manager and that his desire to win had vanished. After guiding the club to a league title last year, it was widely believed that the Spanish giants would go further. However, that wasn't the case, not anymore at least. According to sources, Zidane has already informed his players that he will be walking away from the club by the end of the season. The decision was revealed prior to his team's 2-2 draw away to Sevilla and represents the second time the iconic midfielder has resigned from his post. The first time he did that was following Madrid's 3rd successive Champions League triumph in 2018. Zidane has 2 games left, and it appears that managing Madrid has taken a toll on him, both on a physical and a mental level. So why is Zidane leaving Madrid again? There are 2 theories. First is that the Frenchman might be returning to Turin in order to replace Andrea Pirlo at Juventus. Pirlo has been given a very harsh introduction to football management and needs to cut his teeth elsewhere before even thinking about managing a big club again. Zidane was reportedly linked with the same post last year but decided to stick around. And this is where the second part of this theory makes sense. Zidane believed that he could guide Madrid through the current period where they have an aging squad and few players who can make a difference. That wasn't the case this time around. He's always been very coy about his future plans, but ahead of the crunch clash against Athletic Bilbao, he kind of hinted that him being a manager at Madrid might not be up to him. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm here now and we have a match tomorrow. Anything could happen because this is Real Madrid. I give my all. Then a moment might come when there's a need for a change for the good of all. There are times when you need to be there and times when not, but for everyone's benefit and not just mine. But in all honesty, Zidane knows that Madrid might struggle a lot in the coming months. Varane is likely to leave along with Sergio Ramos. Same can be said about Luka Modric and even Gareth Bale, who's been on loan at Tottenham since last year. Karim Benzema has been the elderly statesman of the club, but the French striker isn't getting any younger. On top of that, the team's finances aren't great either, so a spending spree isn't happening for sure. Zidane must be feeling that he should throw in the towel while his reputation remains intact. After winning everything as a manager of such an illustrious club, Zidane wouldn't want to tarnish his legacy by managing a team that might have it rough in the coming years. But then, a move to Juventus might not happen, given the fact that the Italians are going through a similar situation. Barcelona went through that kind of situation as well, but at least they had the wherewithal to get things right with their academy players. The same can't be said of Madrid, who were never one of those clubs that would put faith in the younger lot. So, what do you all think about this? Is Zidane leaving to save his legacy, or is he tendering his resignation before Florentino Perez even thinks about giving him the boot? Let us know your thoughts, and make sure to subscribe.